Hi there, I'm Paul Fisher. I'm a lawyer based here in Doha in Qatar, where I moved quite recently from the United Kingdom. And as a UK citizen, I voted in yesterday's referendum. But I never for a moment accepted the legitimacy of that referendum as a means of determining whether or not we remained in or outside of the European Union. I never accepted it because people like Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage and Michael Gove, though they paint themselves as British traditionalists, as saviours of the British Constitution, failed to comprehend one essential feature of our constitutional settlement, and that's parliamentary democracy. An idea that accepts that the proper place for issues as complicated as this to be determined is in the House of Commons and in the House of Lords after proper deliberation, so that members of Parliament, who are not delegates but representatives of the people, can take into account all the views that have been conveyed to them and come to a legitimate decision on the important issues that face our country and their constituents. And so I'm left here wondering why it is that we are accepting the vote yesterday and its outcome as a determinant, the primary determinant of whether or not we stay or leave the European Union. And I think the answer is that we don't have to. And though it's a controversial opinion, I'm asking my friends, my colleagues, my family to place pressure on their members of Parliament, because the legislative gears to make this happen have not started rolling yet. There is a window of opportunity here. A window of opportunity, firstly, to reflect the views of the people most affected by this decision. 75% of 18 to 24-year-olds voted to remain. Our main centres of economic activity, our hubs in London, in Liverpool, in Leeds, in Manchester, in Cardiff, voted to remain. We cannot simply ignore their views. I'm not asking necessarily for the outcome to be reversed. I'm asking for the British Parliament to be the final decider, not simply rubber stamping the views of the British public, but bringing back to the table the principle of whether or not we remain in or outside of the European Union, and not just the mechanisms by which we give effect to that outcome. And so you may consider me to be naive or even perhaps anti-democratic. But if you disagree with me, you can ignore this video. If you agree with me, express your support, and we can try to take advantage of this window of opportunity to place pressure on those with the power to make things happen. You know, people have talked about taking back our country so much during this campaign. Well, I think it's about time we took back control of our constitution. Thank you.